Welcome to Optimal Timelines, Tarot and Astrology. This is going to be your monthly Tarotscope for February 2023 for your North Node by sign and house. Now again, the reason I use the North Node for readings is that we have much more in common with people that share our North Node than we do with our Sun, Moon, or Ascendant sign, because it's recognized in astrology that your North Node is your North Star. It's the path that you were born to experience and learn in this lifetime. So it's much more accurate and relevant to your everyday life. Now you're going to want to watch two videos. You're going to want to watch one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. And if you're unfamiliar with your North Node, there's going to be a link in the description box to give you some more information. So I'm going to connect to the energies and then we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope reading for February 2023 for everybody with their North Node in Aries and or the first house. Okay, so the spread on this side represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and this side over here represents the 16th of the month to the end. So yeah, big theme in February for you North Nodes in Aries and or the first house is emotions and deep feelings. And what I'm seeing coming up for you on your timeline is there is, with this reversed Queen of Cups, and then you had the reverse Three of Cups, there's going to be big things for you regarding relationships of all sort, whether they be romantic, family, work, but any sorts of relationships that you have in your life. And for each of you, it's going to be, a combination of different things. But what I'm seeing here is that, look, you're going through some things that it seems to be like almost like a dampening of emotions, or like a cooling of emotions. So that could be coming from your end, or it could be coming from the other person in whatever relationships this is playing out. And I see this as playing out in more than just one. It might be one main thing for you, like one main relationship, but I see it across the board. Now, with this reverse Lovers card, the Lovers card, again, it can mean romantic love, but it's actually relationships of all sorts. For example, when someone gets a new job, for example, and they really love their job, they love the people they work with, they love their boss, it's almost like we form a love relationship with the work, and the people we do sometimes. So the Lovers card doesn't always necessarily mean romantic love, but it's relationships of all sorts. And with this reversed here, I am seeing it, being kind of a challenge. Now, how and where and why is this all playing out? Okay. There is something that has to do with the stability of your life around you. It could involve finances of some sort, investments, but also almost like it could, for some of you, like people maybe like letting you down in some sort of a way. But you're going to be feeling this with you North Nodes in Aries of the first house. You're going to be feeling this like it's like kind of like a feeling of being let down in a way. But here's the interesting thing. Your two advice cards are, okay, the reversed Magician and reversed Temperance card. Now, the Temperance card, this is about tempering or blending of energies, okay? And what is going on here with this whole thing is this is getting you to be more emotionally independent. Because of, your North Node being in Aries, you are being rewarded for being more independent, for like not necessarily being dependent or like needing people, like overly needing people. Okay. And what this is doing is showing you like this disappointment emotionally is showing like it's time to start relying on yourself emotionally to build yourself up. And that's what this page of Pentacles is saying. The page of Pentacles obviously can mean like physical things of value, like money, finances, and whatnot. But moreover, what this is because this also is relating to the sign of Taurus and the second house. It's about learning to be self-reliant or self-contained within yourself. And what I'm seeing for you is this is the big breakthrough for this first half of the month, is many of you are going to start to see things in yourself that you had never seen before, like forms of being resilient. It's almost like you're going to say, and that's what the page is looking lovingly at this object of value. And I see this object of value as being you seeing something within yourself. And also, for some of you, people around you starting to see that. But see, this is what the universe is doing. The universe, if the universe made, in a sense, not that it does this, but if all your relationships are smooth sailing all the time, and you continue to depend on them or like overly depend on them, how is that getting you to push out on your own and being able to kind of step out on your own? That doesn't mean being alone, but it means being able to be alone and to stand out and be like self-sufficient. So this is what's happening. And so I don't want you to get discouraged this first half of the month because it's a big thing. It's just getting you to find the value in yourself as opposed to needing to find it in someone else. Oh, what's in that person's heart? What's in that person's mind? No, you're going to look within. You have it in you. And that's what's really exciting, is the discovering the gifts that you have inside that make you strong. Okay. Now, going over to the second half of the month, I'm seeing you have here the Seven of Wands that is leading to the Nine of Swords reversed, okay? And what I'm seeing, and this is like really exciting, okay, there is going to be for you, because remember, when you have a North Node in Aries of the first house, you are meant to be the warrior, but the spiritual warrior. You don't leave the beauty that you have in your South Node of Libra or the seventh house, but you bring that in and you become like a warrior energy. So with this Seven of Wands, I'm seeing that you are going to be on some level or levels. As I said, it could play out in more than one way. But this second half of February, you're going to be challenged in some way, okay? In various relationships and situations, okay? And I feel like you're going to come out like you're going to come out of this. And I don't see it being anything too serious. It depends on where you're at on your karmic path, but it's going to be something that's going to be significant. But it's like when you stand your ground and don't back down, it's almost like with this Nine of Swords reversed, it's like a lot of the anxiety that you may have been feeling the past several months, and even for some of you, years or a long time, that of worry and anxiety, a lot of that is going to start to kind of leave you, because you're going to find out, wow, okay, it is good when I stand up for myself. It is good when I stand my ground on things, because what I think and feel are important too. And I don't always have to give in, and my beliefs are important, you know, so it's that kind of a thing. And so I feel like this theme is going to happen. And when you do that, what's interesting is there's going to be this sense of like relief for a lot of you. Now, if the situation comes up, some of you, you know, we're all on different paths when we have our North Node. Some of you with this North Node, if you don't necessarily pass the test 100% and you don't stand up, that's fine. It's all learning. But realize that when this second half of the month, just remember one thing: standing up for yourself, setting boundaries, holding your ground, making what you think, feel, and believe important is important in your life, okay? Now, the underlying thing over here is you've got the Four of Swords reversed. With both of these, the Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords, it's almost like what your life has been telling you for a while is the more you try to keep the peace on the outside, I'm not going to rock the boat, I'm not going to challenge this person or these people, I'm going to give in. The more you actually do that, keeping the peace outwardly in your life, is you're going to find internally it has disrupted your own peace. And the more that, you know, you might say like a situation comes up, I'll give you a quick example. A situation comes up where, you know, you kind of feel like you have to stand your ground. You're like, no, I respectfully disagree, or I don't think you're right about this, or I feel strongly about this, and you hold your ground. And it feels uncomfortable, and it feels like, you know, your tendency might be, I just want to like smooth things out and keep the peace. When you do that and you don't, and you give in, and you don't hold what you think, feel, and believe as important, and you let other people's, you know, thoughts and feelings become more important, what that does is that may create temporary peace on the outside, but it's creating a lack of peace or serenity on the inside, okay? And so what you're trying to do is bring that within you, okay? And so by, you know, doing that means standing your ground, and it might seem like you're not going the peaceful route, but what you're doing is you're going to be able to create inner peace. Now, your two advice cards here, you have the Knight of Swords and you've got the Hangman. And what I see here is I feel like a lot of you are going to get all this, okay? On different levels. Some of you to a greater degree, but I feel like you're going to get this. And I feel like a lot of you are going to get this and run with it in a good way. You're going to learn like, okay, yeah, this is the way I can propel my life. Because remember, the stronger you can be within yourself, and the more independently strong you can be within yourself, the more you can help those you love. And with this this Hanged Man here, it's really interesting because it's like at the end of this month, I feel like most of you will have a change of perspective based on what goes on here. No matter how well you go through these tests, I feel like everybody with this North Node is going to make progress forward at some level. If just remember this month, if you want to make the most progress, make sure that you're not sacrificing your inner peace in your inner life in order to keep the peace outside. Stand your ground. Your thoughts, feelings, ideas, beliefs are important also, okay? And when you believe in something strongly, what you're doing is you're believing in yourself. And that's really what this is about. Don't worry about the uncomfortableness of emotions. Remember that when you're going through that in relationships, it's getting you to be more self-reliant, okay? So be strong, be the spiritual warrior, hold your ground, and you're going to help not only your life, but the people that you love around you very much, okay? So thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. We'll see you again on some more videos. If you'd like a personal reading, there's going to be a link in the description box below. So many blessings.